What's that?
I think we were told that GTR was really good, weren't we?
Well, I mean, I've watched him play. Um, he seems decent. I wouldn't say really good.
Is he better than you?
Nah. Oh, maybe.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Uh,
Have you ever played with him?
no, I've watched him play off race against someone else.
Is GTR Australian? Also, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to get this out of the way now. In Ireland, H is pronounced H and R is pronounced or. So to me, that name is GTR, and I can't undo that. That's been the alphabet to me. So GTR is what I call it.
What is it in Hungary?
Well, GTR, if you want to be literal.
That's brilliant. You should use that.
GTR. Alright. So we have a bunch of different pronunciations for GTR. I'll put it in my Australian accent there.
Yeah, I'm sure he loves this. Nothing like making fun of someone's name.
Making
Alright.
fun of it.
So the first map's going to be Andromeda. We'll just get stuck in. Hopefully there's no other hour-long games, but I guess we'll find out. Well, not hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I hope they give us warning, because I think 2 times was the right decision, in my opinion.
Okay. GTR is the teal Terran in the bottom right, and skindzer is the brown Zerg in the top right. The map is Andromeda, I think.
Yep.
I choose to believe so anyway. And yeah, I'm going to be curious to see it. Like, if nothing else, it's nice to hear that you don't think GTR is better than you, but I think skindzer might be better than you. So
Really?
he might be.
Yeah.
What's GTR's at APM?
Oh, it was down, you know, as low as 90 in the other game.
Ye gods.
So, I mean, honestly, APM's not really a good judge of brewboard talent. I mean, I think... I mean, I would destroy... I mean, the times I've played full on PBT, I've absolutely destroyed him, and it hasn't even been close. So, I mean, the fact that he lost to full on, that makes me think that I'm better than him. But, I mean, I don't want to be someone who's like, oh, I'm better than that guy because I beat that guy. I'd have to actually play skindzer to find out, but...
You can be better than someone by osmosis. That is
exactly. I'm not Saddles. But yes, people were commenting on GTR spam. Fuck. Okay, I fucked up the overlay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck. Fucking happy now? Alright.
Is it fixed?
Yes.
Okay, I'm happy now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ah. So yeah, GTR's playing Terran in this map. I know that, I think Protoss is his main, I think? But I guess he must be random? I honestly don't know.
The race pick, I think he decided that against Zerg he wanted to be Terran. I could be wrong, but there were a few people who did that.
Okay. I honestly, for some reason I thought that his main race was Protoss, and hopefully someone will actually know that. Full-on mentioning that he went full random, so perhaps GTR was playing random in this tournament? And that's...
Oh wow.
It's pretty ballsy. I mean...
That's big guts.
Yeah. Like, you have to give some respect to random players, but at the same time, I hate them. Because who actually wants to play against random? Oh wow, it's 12 hatch. That's crazy. But I guess we got one last game, didn't we? Well, it was like a 3 hatch.
Well, that's just that. Considering the size of Andromeda, like, I think the 12 hatch makes sense.
I don't know, but at the same time, Andromeda's one of those maps where, like God's Garden, you're like, oh, we'll play a macro game. But then if your opponent is smart, they'll think of a good cheese that really tries to punish that greed. You know what I mean? Anyway...
Yeah, what do you think, Factory? You used, I believe, Zealots on this map.
Yes, I figured that Zealots would be the best idea for this particular map only, so you might have seen that I opted for a very particularly difficult 5 Zealot push in the beginning, and it sometimes worked.
Map specific push.
I recommend it to everyone.
Yeah, you wouldn't have done that on other maps, right? Only Andromeda is the one where you go for the 5 Zealot push, right? Or is it every map? Or is it only dependent on
No,
maps?
it's not every map, but by complete accident, it's 6 or 7 maps in the whole map pool, and those all happen to be the HSL maps.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense. Impressively, skindzer splitting his drones well when he transferred them. I appreciate that kind of...
Wow, that's kind of elegant.
It is, yeah. It's one of those things that it doesn't make a huge difference, but when you're...
It makes you look so cool.
Yeah, and why not make everything just a little bit more efficient, you know? There's no reason not to. In the meantime, GTR expands, gets a second barracks, and his gas coming up, so playing pretty much completely standard. How do you feel about random players, 538?
I have utmost sorry, I have the utmost respect only for random players, and also I feel kind of bad for Fallon, because if he indeed was pure random and got Terran 3 times in a row, that's kind of unlucky.
No, he was saying GTR went random against him.
Oh, I see.
Not that he went random against skindzer. No, Fallon picked Terran. Fallon is a PT race picker, I think.
I see. So did GTR pick Terran? Have we found it out yet?
No, I think GTR went random. But, I mean, can you really respect... I mean, the thing about random players is that a lot of the time their builds rely on you not knowing what race they are. Like, I'll respect a random player when they call their race at the start of the game, but if they don't, it's like, fuck that guy. You know, I don't want to have to play... You know, because, like, as someone who does a Forge FE, unlike you, but... When you're doing a Forge FE against Zerg, if you're playing against random, essentially you have to learn how to play one base. And like, I don't want to do that.
Oh wait, I understand now.
But yes, but
538 has respect for random players because it doesn't matter what race you are. If 5 zealots hit you early, they're hitting you early. So when he plays a random player, 5 zealots are having their base, and like they must just look at their keyboard and think, well, fuck, like no matter what I was doing, there are 5 zealots here now.
Fair enough. And GTR's looking pretty good here. He's got his couple of 5-ads out, moving out with his initial push, and there's only a single sunken down, but at the same time, skindzer has made a shitload of fucking Zerglings, and he's got his lair really late. I think normally when this kind of build is coming, your lair is like already done, and you've got like a Spire on the way, but...
I have to say, I'm kind of curious, like, have we seen anything but 3-hatch Lurker out of skindzer yet? Like, the hatch ends already up, like, I haven't seen a Mutalist build or anything.
No, yeah, he's opened 3-hatch Lurker every game so far.
He just loves that build.
But yeah, he made all these lings, but what the fuck are they gonna do, honestly? Because there's 2 bunkers, there's firebats. You know,
I like that the firebats are behind the Marines.
And now there's 4 drones joining the assault. You know, these might be the game changer. If he completely blocks this off with hatcheries, then GTR just won't be able to get out, and then he'll be able to get his tech done. So maybe that's his plan here.
Oh, he's sending them home.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought the 4 hatchery block would be really, like, you know, really cool. Maybe not efficient or useful, but cool, right?
If Cow has taught us anything, it's that hatcheries are always cool.
Yeah, we are missing proxy hatcheries. Like, ever since Cow's game, it's like, oh, now we don't get proxy hatcheries for the rest of the tournament. It's a bummer. Do you enjoy proxy hatcheries, 538?
Well, not when they are used against me, but sure to watch. They are one of my favorite strategies to watch. I've been truly rooting for Cow, both in this league and Gem League as well, back in the day.
Oh wow, actually, can I ask, who is your favorite to win the tournament, 538, as someone who's playing it? So far, what you've seen?
I don't think that as a caster I should announce my favorites, because I will be just accused of being biased.
No. Who do you think's gonna win? Not like someone you like.
Who I think is going to win? Who's the favorite to win the tournament? Well, I heard that Beer Boy 80 was pretty good, but maybe one of the old school players like Wreck Rule or Drone. I expect them to get easily to the finals if they don't meet each other.
1 second, I'm so sorry, his name is just gone from my mind because I saw that his name in the game is Do It Chew. Is GTR lining up to take the mid only?
Is he doing what?
Is he lining up to take his mid only?
Oh yeah, he'll be taking that really early on. As a Terran, especially when you're doing any sort of bio opening, getting that quick third, even if it is just a mirror only, is really worthwhile. And I mean, it's not like once you've made a few bio units, you know, missing the 400 minerals doesn't really hurt you that much. It looks like he is just going straight into... It's going to be, yeah, just standard play, you know, bio with some mech. You know, probably just transition into mech in the mid game, perhaps.
I suppose what I'm curious about now is skindzer has the 3-hatch lurker up again. He's expanding to the left-hand side. He's moving out with the lurkers to, I suppose, just secure territory and protect that expansion. But he also has the spire up on the way. So I'm kind of curious to see if he goes with straight to Greater Spire and Guardians again, just to back up those lurkers, or if he has something else planned.
Well, he doesn't have a Queen's Nest coming up yet, so I can only assume that he's just getting that spire, you know, for Scourge to take out any dropships or science vessels to kind of delay a push. Because GTR is probably going to have a pretty nasty push coming out when this science vessel comes out. Although he is getting a dropship first, yeah, and then there will be a science vessel coming after it, I assume.
And irradiate just begins now.
One thing you can do as a Terran on this map, there's like a cliff that's sort of partially accessible, but you can kind of drop tanks there early on and be a real pain, you know, get some drone kills, delay mining, force the Zone to come in and kill these power generators.
Oh, he's moving in with the lurkers.
There is a drop loading up.
And yeah, on its way already. What is it? 5 Marines, or 6 Marines, a fire bat and a medic.
And here we go, it's actually going to get scattered by the Zergling.
The Zergling, my god, good work.
His skindzer going to be able to respond in time. His army is dreadfully out of position though.
Oh, absolutely.
Hasn't seems to have noticed yet.
He's moving out medics and Marines in drips and drabs to get hit by the lurkers. I'm not sure, maybe it was a distraction, and now the drop is in behind the middle line. The fire bat's out. This is fantastic work, my god, so many drones already, and then he can maybe get the layer as well. Oh, he goes for the hydrogen instead.
And oh my god, this is a real pain in the ass. Losing that hydrogen means no more lurker production. It means that if...
Oh, he gets the scout? So he gets the first of the lurkers to arrive. No, he doesn't. Oh dear. That is messy.
Alright, well it was going well up until then, but
he's got the hydrogen. No more lurkers for a while. He's Scourge are now out.
A random medic scouts the top left base. I don't exactly know how, why, or whatever that was there. But he's going to have to push out carefully with his lurkers. Now that he has the vessel, he can do that sort of slow tank push. And, you know, Hive is only just started. It's going to be really tough for skindzer to hold this. He's going to need a lot of lurkers and lings to do a big surround. Or it's going to be brutal if this push can actually get to skindzer's natural.
Oh, the lurkers are ages away though. If he keeps on doing the slow tank hop, he loads up another drop. This time complete with injured Marines.
And
yeah, that's an interesting question. Why don't medics heal the Marines inside the dropship? Maybe it's some weird regulation of the army. You're not supposed to use your stuff inside, but it's just silly.
No, but if you're in a dropship, right, you know, like, look how rough it looks. Like, look at it. It's, like, moving up and down and stuff. Like, think about the scale of those bumps. You've got to be strapped in, bracing yourself for every little bump. You can't just, like, get out your needles and inject people with shit.
But when you're attacked by Zerglings, you can easily do that.
Yeah, well, it's stable. You're on stable ground, you know?
skindzer is moving his army forward again just as the drop is incoming, but he's also expanding to the very top left main. So he's got so many different things demanding his attention, and then straight away the dropship moves up towards that building hatchery, even though he hasn't scouted it, he's just dropping on the hills.
And this harass is really going to just, I think, it's not really doing significant damage, but it's doing enough to make it really annoying, you know? Just having like a dropship with like, with 8 Marines in it, it's so cheap, you know? It's what,
he drops to get the overload, fantastically. Oh, first the Scourge hits the dropship though.
Yeah. Unfortunately GTR hasn't realized that this Zerg hatchery is actually morphing right here.
We'll see it now.
Yeah.
He sees the creep.
I think he could have killed it if he actually just went straight there and attacked it before.
Oh, absolutely.
These Marines are doing
killed off so many Zergs. Oh, the Liker's in there.
The Marines have 2-1, and GTR actually just walks out of his base.
My god.
Oh man, this is scary.
And now he can just stream up and kill that base. It's only defended by 2 lurkers. He's going to get flanked horrifically, I suppose. Oh no, there's no lurkers left. There's like 5 lurkers? Oh, there's 6. Sorry, they just barely missed it. That makes it impossible to see lurkers. But yeah, if he gets flanked while he's poking up there, he could very well get caught on the high ground. Like, what is he got to respond to that?
and Consume is about halfway done. If GTR sprints to that third base right now, it is dead. You know, there's no Nidus
he's actually attacking the base with his 3 Marines and a medic.
Oh wow, is he gonna kill it? I don't think it matters. I don't think there's no way that skindzer can actually stop this push of GTR.
No, it's grim.
Even if GTR decided to push the natural, I think he could have won the game right there because skindzer doesn't seem prepared at all there either.
What's very strange is that skindzer hasn't moved any of his armor out the Lurkers on bad land either. So
he hasn't made defilers yet. He has the defiler mount, he has consume research. Oh, finally!
Just there.
Alright,
I'm just leaving that.
4 defilers.
And so he can swarm, move in, and drop Lurkers there, and be in fantastic shape if he does it right.
Unfortunately, he's stuck in limbo. Like, he's not really... He doesn't know what to do. You can't just move, you know, 10 lurkers into a tank field that big. And he realized he had to just give up this top left base, but the problem is he hasn't got anything in return. There was no counterattack, because GTR is really well turtled up here. And,
yeah, and he's even got mines at his front now, and he's continuing to drop them right there.
Yeah, I don't know what skindzer can do from this point. He doesn't really have enough things. He has sort of, I guess, one chance.
And GTR is just starting an expansion in the bottom left.
Yes.
Two back base.
So yeah, he'll be doing the follow-on style, make some tanks, lose your main. Unfortunately, I don't think for skindzer's sake here, I don't think that losing the main part is really in GTR's wheelhouse. GTR actually floating his racks now, doing the full mech transition. This is very Korean style play. Probably the most correct play we've seen in THSL so far, I'd say, actually. It's to be expected.
Yes, it has to be. It has to be said that GTR is playing a very impressive standard game, even though you dissed him for playing random. He's quite impressive, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, his turn is very strong. Oh dear, in a shock twist, skindzer has gone for his expand to the natural of the base I haven't scaled it yet, and expanded right outside the base that GTR has already taken.
Oh man, in the meantime though, skindzer managed to get some cows out, and he's busting in the front.
He's got the swarms down already, but Lurkers are in under them. He's in great shape, my god. Oh, the irradiates come out, but the only difference that irradiate makes to ultras is they kill things faster.
Yeah, but GTR's tanks completely out of position. Doesn't really have any of that bio left from the top left.
The Zerglings are in among the SCVs. I mean, the SCVs are beating them for now, but they're all weak. Which makes them easy fodder for those Lurkers as they try and rush out. And, I mean, the Scourge come in and get the vessels. One of the vessels is irradiated for some kind of Lurker irradiated trick, which is wonderful.
Oh no, the Lurkers glitch up on the ramp as they're unburrowing and get destroyed by the tanks.
But there are already 3 in the base, 2 more burrows, that's 5 up there, and then 3 more on the way down that main SCV line, and that is absolutely horrific.
So, despite, I think, GTR's mining being almost completely shut down here, he does have a fair bank though. He's floating 2k minerals. He probably has enough to be able to clean this up. And then after this...
another stream of Zerglings at the unsieged tanks, which is not a bad position to be in at all.
Oh wow. It's gonna be tight. Does he really have enough though? I'm not sure.
It's just the thing is, neither of them is crippled beyond any hope of repair yet. Like, there's no reason this can't kind of settle down again after he fights it off.
The problem I see here is that, I mean, skindzer is basically mined out at his natural, and sort of semi-mined out at his main, kind of lacking in drone count generally, I think.
Yeah, all he has is like 3 o'clock and he's not mining from it yet.
Yeah, in the meantime, GTR's happily expanding to the bottom left, and you know, he'll have a bunch of command centers to easily replenish all those SCVs that he just lost. And I don't know if skindzer really has the same leeway here. but fortunately GTR really can't be aggressive because he only really has tanks and nothing else, and you really need you know, second, you know, third, you know, other units than tanks to actually be able to do anything with tanks. Unless, of course, you have like 6 million and you can just like attack move, but you know that doesn't really happen all that often. The cows
I have to say,
dying.
I'm kind of confused. Skinzers have +3 carapace, but +0 attack.
That's fairly standard because, you know, he was going with a lot of lurkers in the mid game, and
oh, of course, it's
when you can upgrade something as Zerg, carapace is generally going to be the answer. You know, it's like, I want to upgrade something, get carapace, because it affects every unit and not just the range. You know, not just the attack ones. And I mean, attack upgrades, I think you definitely do need them when it gets late game and the Terran starts getting really good upgrades, but when it comes to assaulting like a tank line, you just kind of want your Ultralisk to get in there, and the tank splash and the mines and everything does a lot of the work for you.
Oh my god, the mine drag on the Ultralisk kills 4 vultures.
Whereabouts was this?
This was the Ultralisk coming down towards the remaining vulture.
Skindzer really seems to have missed his timing window because GTR was getting a bit greedy by getting all those command centers, but Skindzer just didn't use the time to make aggressive units, and he just tried to macro up against it, and now it's just a matter of time, I think, before GTR gets an unstoppable mech army out.
Well, GTR is also 6, 7 vessels, and 1 at the top left, I think, yeah. So, like, I guess the question is, like, what is there really that Skindzer could throw at him that he couldn't just irradiate and wait for it to die? Like, in fact, I can't even see, what is Skindzer building? Is he doing anything?
He's just making cows, pretty much. Cows, defilers, and I think he wants to get 1 more attack
here. Drones after 3 o'clock.
Yeah, he's basically just mining the gas, and that's all you really need. I mean, he's not really maxing out his mineral mining production. I mean, I think he could be doing that a little bit more effectively, because I mean, more Zerglings is better than less Zerglings.
Oh, he consumes a bunch of Zerglings, so that at least he'll have swarms coming into it.
But I honestly, I don't see him breaking this. There's enough mines there to take out, you know, like half the army, and then the other half will easily just fall to the tanks. And I think Skindzer just has to kind of see that for himself to really understand how far behind he is in this game. And
oh, he does split very well. The mine goes up and 1 Ultralisk runs directly towards it and all the others turn back. Like, there are still things to respect happening. It's just, you know, I mean, the things to not respect are right up there. Like, as Harem points out, Skindzer never took his min on it. Ever. It's not like he didn't see it. He's got Zerglings in it. Like, he's just chilling, I guess.
Well, no, he probably just doesn't know the map. Right? Like the other time, like, you know, when he was like, oh, God's Garden has a back natural after scouting it. Like, it's... Yeah, it can be different from actually seeing something to realizing how it's supposed to be played, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. And he's still more from the choices. It's not like he's not building an appreciable army, but I mean... I guess it just remains to be seen whether or not he can just swarm and kill everything.
Yeah, and it's most likely a matter of time here. GTR finally pulling the trigger on his push, and there's going to be 1 chance for Skindzer to defend this, because he can't afford to lose his 3 o'clock base. And if the tanks get set up in this nice little nook with a lot of mines and vultures buffering, and oh my god, that's a lot of vessels. That is...
Yeah, it's a grotesque number. He can already if he wants, or he can just erase the main, like, or the natural, which is the other landing base attack when he's sieging up now.
You could like erase the whole map. Like
and Skindzer is massing up outside GTR's bottom left kind of construction, but there's a vessel already watching everything he's doing. So I guess this defiler is going to drop the swans, but it's right beside a bunch of mines. Yeah, first swan goes down, and the mines kill the defiler. Oh, but it gets the second swan off. So I assume he's going to move in straight into the mines now.
Oh no.
And
the mines.
My god. Well, the mine's clear at the vulture swarm again.
And a fair few cows are actually getting in here.
Yeah, what to do with they're having to engage straight up into the tanks. Oh, and that extra swarm is wonderful. He's in the wrong place, but it's still great. 2 more tanks down there. And apart from that, it looks like he's got free reign here. At the same time, he's finally, GTR is turning back with his enormous cloud of science vessels. But, you know, between the attacks on, 2 command centers that don't seem to have SCVs anyway, like, GTR decides he wants to turn around again and go up to the natural instead.
Yeah, see, the thing is, yeah, he killed this base, right, but GTR is mining, and skindzer is basically not, so...
Oh no, he's got that 3 o'clock destroyed. His natural has no minerals left. I mean, but you say basically that skindzer is not. He has 7 drones at the top left.
Yeah, he's mining from his main, though.
Oh, he still has minerals in his main, my god. Well, some of the drones in his main are mining, some of them are. Oh no, just one of them.
So here we go, tanks finally moving, and I think this may in fact be the death push for GTR. I don't know there's any way that skindzer can hold this off. Just so many tanks, so many vultures, and skindzer has like, 3 defilers and some zerglings. It's not really an ideal situation. However, skindzer, not giving up.
No, he's got 3 defilers going back to his tank line, with the ultralists alongside the Scourge going to try and pick off one of the vessels, but I have a feeling he just doesn't know how bad that vessel count is already. And he gets one of them. Oh god, the ultralists in that sea side. Oh, and he has the dividers to throw down this. Oh, the swarms go down. D-matrix on the tanks with the cows around the swarms. And he irradiates the defilers. Beautiful.
I feel like GTR has... I think he just like triple irradiated something. Because...
I think it's more than triple.
Yeah, I think he actually just, irradiated with his whole stack, and...
I think he just magic boxed the stack and then irradiated.
Well, not magic. It's not a magic box.
You can magic box the irradiate because you have to target the unit.
It's on an area protect area right side.
He just boxed them and then clicked and was like, oh shit, and tried to stop it, and like 2 or 3 stopped before they cast it because they had to move a little bit, and the rest just cast straight away. So GTR kind of fucking that up pretty significantly, but it doesn't matter because
he has
not
one
mining.
science vessel, 30 energy, so there's 1 irradiate on all of those vessels.
GTR should just play, science vessel. Go send 1 vessel out, irradiate something and come back. Send another one out, irradiate.
Yep.
Seeing how skindzer is at 43 supply, I think GTR is slowly matching him in vessel count, so we really should just go at it.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, are vessels 2? Are they 2 or 3 supply? I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure they're 2, right?
I have no idea. I don't think I ever knew.
Someone asking why isn't this replayed 2 times as well? We're not at 1 hour yet, so...
I find questions if I can
And I wasn't given instructions to 2 times this, so either Torenhire was trolling me and he had this well, I'll give him the first 1 hour replay, I'll tell him to 2 times it, and that will give me, as the caster, the impression that there are no other massively long games, right? That would be the logical thing.
So, skindzer just took his main only. He's back in the game.
Oh wow, alright, so finally taking the base that he's had defended the entire game. That's fair enough. But yeah, so now that would lull me into a false sense of security, because I was like, oh, we don't have to worry about the rest of the games. When really, he told me that and put that game first to trick me into watching this at 1 times. Does that seem fair enough?
I don't know. I think I had a stroke. Oh my god, did he just cancel 3 drones marking at the expansion?
Yeah, because he'll need that money.
Yeah. I'm just impressed by the force there. The minefields are enormous, and for some reason he's using defilers to them.
Yeah, so basically we know that skindzer had a problem sort of finishing off Folon. And in the same vein, I think GTR has troubles finishing games as well. This is really exceptionally passive play, but I guess he is just sort of worried about, you know, potentially being left with no mining, but I mean, I feel like he literally could win the game with these vessels right now. Just fly around with the vessels and kill everything, you know? There's so many. There's so many vessels. Oh my god. It would be so glorious if that got plagued.
He just lost his... skindzer lost his entire army to a minefield on that.
I really hope that that Ultralisk like dies to SCVs somehow. Although I think SCVs do literally no damage to him now. Because SCVs do 5 damage. And
he's got 5.
Ultralisk has 6 armor.
Oh, he's irradiated.
Then the million vessels. If you see a cloud of vessels like that in just like a standard TVZ, just get out the game. Like that's my advice. Once again, I'm just gonna do my best to give tips to newer players in this cast.
Most players, that's only one of his clouds. He has 2 clouds of vessels now. One of them's with his army.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When you see that many vessels, you get out the fucking game. Because you may be casted, and the casters have to sit here while you don't get out the game, and GTR ineffectively fails to finish you off.
Maybe in these kinds of scenarios in future, if GTR could just say, do you want to leave the game?
If GTR could just irradiate all his vessels, like get one to irradiate the next, and just like move them. Just fan them over the map and let them irradiate everything, because there's enough to do that.
It's crazy. Skinzer's up 32 supply. Like, he's still going. I don't know what he's doing, but he's still doing it. Oh, the minefield right there because I can turn into.
Okay, so GTR's being more careful this time, irradiating with one vessel at a time instead of every single vessel. But I think he has more vessels than skindzer has, like, units that shoot up, so, I mean, that's really...
Oh, he's erasing the second stuff.
So I think I know why GTR can't finish this game, right? Because I have this idea that he plays Protoss, right? So, I mean, in Protoss, when you want to finish a game, it's just 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, right? Like 5, 3A, you know what I'm on about, right? You just like, you're like, fuck it, I've got enough, let's just end this shit. But you can't do that with Terran. You have to like click things and micro and shit, you know. But anyway, GG. skindzer finally realizes that he's not in the game anymore and gets the fuck out. Thank you for that.